recording, and we're streaming with Pigna, and
Hello.
Polina is going to play against Valerie. So this is amazing. We have not seen any streamed games with this particular matchup, and I'm really happy how every game so far has featured two different opponents.
Yeah, I think we can. How many matches can we still do with different players?
I guess we could do
It's
like a Tybalt versus somebody,
hmm
but Barcode, I don't know if Barcode will agree to play.
yeah, it's often busy, right?
Right, but in theory, we should have the ability to do 9 streamed matches because we have at least. I mean, we have 18 people in the tournament.
hmm Right.
All right, we've got a pie offer. G4.
Okay. So, what is it gonna be a classic pie or okay? Uh,
Would you swap or keep?
I would.
I would swap
Not sure what I would.
I would swap and play G13
Right.
because White cannot attack this stone. So Polina, I just need to check.
Well,
Polina chooses the white
right.
color.
Yeah, yeah. That's nice. I like it.
What?
Yeah, red is probably a little better. No.
So Valerie didn't do that direct attack, and I mean, it's not really an attack
Okay.
per se, but Valerie's just saying, okay, let's make a small triangle on uh, on I9, for instance.
Yeah, and actually, she's making sure uh, she's making sure she can control I9.
Yeah.
At the beginning of the game, it's always good to have a piece close to the neutral piece
Why?
because basically, I think it's good because um, it's easier to defend. Like there is one less line of sight you have to worry about, and if you're able to place a two, it's basically, I mean, you don't have to worry about it for a long time because the maximum number of stacks the enemy is going to be able to see your true in I9 is going to be true because it's going to be hard for them to attack from the left.
Because otherwise they have to break a link.
Exactly, exactly.
So then, to me, I would play I9 immediately then, if we're in this case, cause, and what red can do a kind of breaking white's
Yeah,
possibility to
sure.
make a triangle on the right side.
Right. The objective is to block the possible triangles because I mean white could make a triangle now by playing in b4, but what's the point of having a true far
Behind,
away from the red stats?
yeah, and
Like
also right, and also, what's the point of having your 2 stack behind your 1 stacks? It sounds like
exactly, yeah, yeah, yeah.
unless I mean unless for instance you do something like this and then we do something like this and now like this G. See if we, for instance, if white also gets to play b4 and then b9 and do
Mm-hmm.
like these this diamond shape, then the 1 stack is, even though it's only a 1 stack up front, it's got 3 friendly lines of sight. It's a bit less vulnerable.
True, although that's a big diamond. Could be
Could be cut.
easy to cross cut
Yeah,
somewhere.
yeah. So we didn't get an I9, but Val still has the option of playing that anytime. Instead, Val's
Right.
expanding further. I actually like this move.
So she's allowing the triangle in the middle.
Yeah, right, that's true. But let's say,
Oh, because she can cross cut it. She can cut it on I6 afterwards. If white plays uh, L9 now,
well, hang
then
on.
red can play I6.
Or what if you play I9
Oh
immediately?
yeah,
Then
also that, also that.
no, but then white gets to play I6. So
Yeah, actually, it's better. It's better to play first I6 because then you can play a 3 in I9. and white cannot play h2 there.
That's true. That's true. But white can still play g6.
No. Oh, no, sorry, g6. True, but I would say that red can just shield.
Shield. But all shields. I mean, you can shield for sure, but it'll be kind of a weak shield, right?
Well, you can play a shield in h5, and then before it gets captured, you can play a 2 in h6 probably. Oh no. No, that's probably not good.
Yeah, you still end up
Now
with the same
maybe
problem.
maybe it's better to play the shield in h6 instead of h5.
Let's see. Let's look at this. You can always reinforce, but it looks like it's giving white a lot.
Yeah, white takes a lot of space in the left side.
Yeah. Also, white has a potential another triangle. I don't know if it matters, but white's got another potential triangle on the bottom on L14 after
Mhm.
after K9 or after L9.
Right.
Do you think that L9 and then I6 that I6 is the move? Because then we have G6 and we still don't really have a great response.
Mm. I mean, the thing is, after you shield, like imagine that you play here h6, right? Then later you can play I4. Red can play I4 and start attacking the one.
That's true. That looks good. Yeah, probably it's fine. Okay, let's go back to the game.
Hello, who's there? Oh, hi Nick.
Nick. What is this? We can barely hear anything.
Yeah, you're making a lot of sound. Weird sounds.
Nick, you're not making any real words. You're just making static noises.
No man, that's Klingon.
All right. Maybe we might hear from Nick in the future.
Maybe.
Okay, actually, what do you think about
So line attack. Uh-huh.
I mean, to me it looks like some kind of line attack, right? Because we have the first
The,
three moves are in one straight line.
right. Although it's weird because usually when you see a line attack, you see it more close to the side, to the parallel side, right?
And for the purpose of breaking a triangle usually, but I guess it doesn't matter. We can
So
call it.
actually here, if I was red, I would like to play immediate. Okay, she played that.
But what would you like to
I
do?
would have liked to play first something along the A5 axis
Yeah,
before it's
like A5.
yeah, like A5 exactly.
This looks good. I mean, because basically you're getting behind White's line or you're keeping everything in front of White's line. But Red has
Mhm.
huge control over the I line, I axis,
Yeah.
and then these lines
It's
like
just too bad that those two lines do not cross. Just too bad.
yeah, you mean like the two and the
The two pieces in the I column do not intersect, unfortunately.
yeah, they don't intersect. Yeah, they're too far away. If they were both one, no,
Like
they would still not intersect.
right now, if I was red, I would like to immediately put some pressure on the ones.
But it's White to move, so just let's talk about what White should do.
Right.
I would
Yeah, I
just
mean the problem is that right now I think red ones are pretty good, are pretty well located. Because for instance, let's start with M6. M6 is super hard to attack. Where are you gonna attack it from? You cannot place on the H1 on the H1 axis. You cannot place on the M column. There is already one on the N row. So the only place you can attack it from is from the H1 axis. I mean, from either N7 or O8, and it's gonna be hard to place something there.
I mean, I would play O9 first, and then maybe try to cross cut.
O9.
Yeah, O9,
Oh yeah, but
but maybe it's a bit scary because you get immediately cut. But it's okay because you just
yeah.
want to get something down there to start building anything. I mean, there's only a couple pieces on the board, you know?
hmm But you know what? The problem with O9 is that when you cut, you are cutting the connection pairing for two different types of attack. So if I was white, I wouldn't like to play O9.
So say the reason again because you cut out for a bit.
Oh, sorry. Because if red cuts
Yeah.
the link between O9 and G9,
Yeah.
since both O9 and G9 are ones,
Right.
then it's gonna be. I mean, red is preparing an attack. It's preparing two attacks for the cost of one.
Right. Right. That's true. Okay. I think Polina has played a very pragmatic move. I like it personally. I mean, uh, but I'm very partial to triangles.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. This is solid. Red did not do anything to block this triangle, and then white took advantage of it.
Right. And I mean, red can try to do a cutting move, but actually we see now that I6 is like pre prematurely, well, okay, not prematurely, but like
No,
all
I wouldn't like to play I6
well,
because then white can immediately play. Um,
no, there's actually nothing good for white to do.
right. Yeah, white cannot do anything right.
That's
I thought
crazy.
about I9, but obviously not. That's not the case.
It's like white needs another move to attack the three stack, and also I6 is a three stack now instead of just a.
But still, I mean, it's not a cut white needs to worry about because honestly, like the chew still needs two lines of sight to be
It,
attacked,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
So white should only worry about the one.
right, and even the one. I mean, well, yeah, probably the one. Like, for instance,
And actually, like to defend the one, uh, I would play something like D1
yeah,
because you're preparing to place a third line of sight in the one so that you don't need to actually reinforce it. And in the meanwhile, you are playing, uh, how do you call it? A wing? Like you start controlling the D1 column, and then you get a lot of intersections between with the stacks on the G column.
right. Like you want to play G1 after D1, right?
I would play G1 only if necessary, honestly.
Only if necessary. Because, for instance, you play D1, then white plays I4.
Okay.
Then, like, to me,
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, sure. If red attacks immediately, then yes, I would play G1. Yeah.
right. And then you have this kind of nice three lines of sight on G4.
But then wait again. Wait a second. Uh, if you play G1 though,
G2.
you're only getting a small triangle, which is gonna be somehow your territory. Instead, if you play it a little more defensively, you could play something like, for instance, you could play something like C4, which is a one that protects G4, and at the same time you get five new lines of sight.
Yeah, that looks pretty awesome.
It wouldn't be that bad. Like I do prefer C4 to G1, and I mean you can still play G1 later if red doesn't attack from the upper right, right?
But
But
in any case, you still need to consider the response to red playing G2 and attacking with three lines of sight.
Yeah, sure, sure. Basically, red would make you reinforce.
Right. Or you play a shield, I guess. Which I doesn't
Okay.
look nice, but probably reinforce.
Meanwhile, we reached 8 viewers. Hello, people.
Hey guys. So we are a little bit ahead of the game. Let's go back to the
If you
position.
just for the viewers,
Yeah,
if you're new to the game, if you're new to the game, just say it and we will quickly explain the rules because it really takes like 1 minute to explain the rules.
that's true. It's very simple to learn. But yeah. Also, Pina, if possible, if anyone is new, that you can also, could you also just link them to the how to play Tumbleweed
Yeah,
video?
I'm gonna link the rules now.
What's really nice about this position, the current position for red, is that red has another potential three stack on I9, and it just looks like red severs white's triangle severely.
Mm-hmm.
Also, those on the C1 axis, those white pieces don't link up on the right. So there's not really a diamond possibility here. Not sure
Mm-hmm.
whether it really matters. But I mean, in the case of uh, the variation we've looked at, it doesn't look so bad for white to just play, you know, D1,
Reinforce. Yeah.
D1, C4, and then reinforce. And you get all these one stacks that are claiming a lot of new territory, but they're like protected kind of by their physical distance away from red stacks. And like by a
Yeah.
layer of protective other stacks. Let's see.
Yeah, I mean, like G9 is super exposed, but still, it's not being pressured by anyone. So, and it's gonna be easy to defend G9 now that there is a chew
Yeah,
in L9
yeah,
because you just need to add one more stack.
right.
Like I don't know, maybe
But
you could play G14 as white.
as red would not just add a line of sight to to
Oh,
G9. Red would probably,
G1 was played.
yeah.
Ooh, I
G
don't like it.
G1 was played, and to me, I think it's okay for the moment because G1 does not have any red lines of sight on it. So if, for instance, if red wants to attack, first of all, if red wants to attack um, the one of their one stacks, they can't really
Mhm.
do both at the same time. I don't see a good move that allows red to attack both.
Well, you know what? The problem right now for me is that red can play E2. E2 is pretty annoying because not only you're attacking the one, but then later you can play G2, and then you are attacking the one in G4, and you are threatening, like you are putting pressure on G1.
Say we have E2 and then J4 and then G2. Now white's um, essentially stuck defending G4 because
Mm-hmm.
every time white puts an additional line of sight, then another one can be broken. And all the shields are one stacks. And somehow, when you look at the influence in this variation, white's seems to be swimming in a red influence. But maybe, okay, let's, I mean, this looks to be the strongest
Mm-hmm.
response by
Yeah,
red, E2.
I wouldn't like to be white if red plays E2.
So let's look at for a response then. I mean, um, we kind of
I
want.
mean, I mean, when you play e2, you're also preparing a possible chew on e9. And this chew on e9 not only is putting pressure on g9, but it's saying, hey, the left side is mine.
Hmm. Yeah. I'm trying to figure out like if there's a. I don't know.
This looks like a big diamond. The red network seems like a big diamond.
Oh, like after e2,
Yeah, after e9.
after e2 e9. Yeah.
Oh well, no,
All
right.
right. All right. D2 was played. So D2 seems a bit more gentle.
Oh, d2.
Yeah.
Hmm. I wonder why.
I think that Valerie maybe doesn't want to play a one stack in line of sight of another one stack, just because
Hmm.
it maybe she thinks it's vulnerable. But um, I mean that or she's just looking for other cuts because this does set up. Um, uh,
I mean, not sure if I like this though. I mean, if the objective of invading was not to attack the one, I would have played a little further,
yeah,
like
like
maybe
A2.
h2.
I would
Yeah.
play on A2. I do think that like I've said this many times, but I do think that the the corner and the edges is where one stacks are best suited.
Hmm. But I mean, no, it's not only that. I mean, when you play farther away,
You get more.
uh, not only you get more, but you don't. Not only you get more space, you also get more chances to play choose.
That's what I'm saying.
So your link is longer, so you can play more choose. Like right now, when you play on D2, the only you can only play four choose: E2, F2, G2, and H2. So
Yeah, that's what I'm saying too. Maybe I didn't say it, but that's what I was thinking.
because although because also like if you play once close to the side, then it's easier to play stronger stacks in front of them
Yeah,
to defend them.
that's another reason why. That's why I think that ones are better suited on the side because then you have yeah you have this long link. Okay, first definitely long links can be cut easier, but and probably like if the attack or if the move does not come with a direct attack, like anywhere from D2 to A2, yeah, this will be cut. Now, luckily for Valerie, this attack
Hmm.
doesn't this cut is not an attack in and of itself. So
Yeah.
it means that now this cutting move has a chance to be attacked by like on its own or like by red and probably I4 is a double attack which can hit both G2 and G4.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Yeah,
I
I4 is really strong.
but then E2 saves both actually.
Yeah, it just takes both. Although, you know what? In this situation, maybe I would play something like, I mean, as red.
Instead of I4.
I would,
Oh, she went for I4. But what would you do?
I mean, D2 is gonna probably die. So I would, no, no, no. In that position you were before. After E2, I would immediately play D8
D8. Yeah.
because white is getting over concentrated in the upper right.
Yeah, yeah.
So
This looks nice. This looks super nice. I mean, red's influence is a lot here.
I mean, red. I mean, D2 is just a light stone, a light stack.
Yeah, exactly.
It can
It's a
die.
stone that you use to play a two stack later,
Hmm.
and you can play many two stacks from it.
And then afterwards, this could be a good time for red to start playing something like I9. Because
I
after I9, not only you start putting pressure on L9, but you are also preparing an attack on G9. Now G9, I mean, with D8 being red, now G9 looks kind of weak.
hmm Okay, so this is kind of the move that you were
Right,
thinking about.
good, good, good.
We were both predicting their moves at this point. Like,
Good. D8, nice.
yeah, yeah, it looks nice.
Oh God. Come on, Polina.
But Polina's,
Uh,
she's concentrated, but it's not like her position is very easily attacked. Actually, I still think that she has a lot to spring back from. For instance, here she's played a move
oh.
that put the three stack in direct danger.
Mm-hmm. Sure. Nice. Counter attack.
Yeah, but I think red can defend with a shield
K6, yeah,
with
just
K6
K6.
pretty fast. But is there
Although actually no, but L6 is pretty good because after K6, then white will capture M6.
yeah, not really. You don't have still don't
No?
no, there's no good way to put a second line of sight on M6. But you can
Why not?
where
What about M7?
M7's a suicidal move.
Oh wait, sorry. Oh God, I forgot. I forgot about M13. Right,
Yeah.
you're right.
But I do think that I3 puts I4 in grave danger.
Hmm. Yeah. So what should red do to defend I4?
Probably still I4. Or I mean probably still I6. I would
I
st- I would still do it because red can still make a
No,
shield.
wait. What do you mean I6? I6 is already
Sorry,
there.
sorry, sorry. K6. K6.
No, K6 is. Oh, okay, yeah, H4, H4, yeah, yeah. Actually, H4 is the only shield to defend the true.
Yeah.
But
But
although actually, after H4, if white attacks H4, then now red can play J3, and the white shoe is dead.
not to
So
mention
what was the point?
well no, not if white goes for J4. Or wait, hang on.
How is all right? Yeah.
No, no, it doesn't work because H3 both defends I4 and attacks I3.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Also, just
Okay.
wanted to point out how Anton's editor has been improved recently. Like he spent a lot of work making it look super nice
Oh
now,
yeah.
and it
Let,
has an
let's
AI.
let's uh, let's activate the AI
We can
and see
AI.
what happens.
I mean, hang on. We got to move from red. So we can actually use
Oh,
use the editor to see what the AI predicts, but it's not really like a strong AI. It lost to Artie's AI first of all.
actually, I like H6. H6 is really good because it's taking control of the whole H column. But not
Yeah,
really the whole H column. White can still play H2. Um, but it's nice.
yeah. H6 is just as good of a defense, I think, and maybe even better because now also there's a cut possible on G5, which looks really nasty,
Hmm.
and it also is using D2 for more than we expected it to be used for.
Hmm. Yeah. Also now white. I mean, if red plays I3, oh, I3 is really good. I3 is looking inside the white Moyo. Although I mean, actually, right now, white doesn't have that much of a move.
Excuse me, you want to play I3 for white,
No, 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 no. If red plays I3,
but it's white.
then
It's white to move.
yeah, yeah. But I'm saying, I think that white should try to avoid red being able to play I3,
Oh, then what if white
because
just plays
otherwise,
I3 instead?
well, I would play. Yeah, but I wanted to explain why.
All right.
I would play G3 to avoid red playing I3, or yeah, also I3 is good, but I'm not sure. I don't know.
Can we kill off D2? Can we make a move? Like, what about G5? I would play G5 probably for white because this puts,
G5.
yes, it puts the most recently placed red stack in danger and it kills D2.
Hmm.
There's also the possibility to play D6, but I think that it's not as nice as G because you really don't want red to play G5.
Yeah.
If red gets that, then the white then D2 was far too successful.
Yeah, you're right. G5 is a necessity.
And honestly, if white plays G5 and red plays I3,
But
if red plays I3, then yes, like L6 is in danger, but at least G3 um
no, actually, if white would have played G5, I would have played as red. I would have played D4. I would have attacked the one, and then I would have played something later. I would have played something like B2, and then now the upper left seems like a red area.
hmm, I don't know. Let's go back. Let's go to the game.
So
I would cut.
cat from white on D6.
Yeah,
That's pretty good.
I think that cutting for red also looked pretty good.
But now the problem is that red can play G G5. And what is white gonna do about that? Because white can't play any shield if red plays G5.
If
Because H5 and both H5 and H5 die immediately, so the one is lost.
the one is lost. Wait.
So if that one is lost, white really needs to start attacking on the south, since there's where the red ones are. Oh, by the way, by playing H6, now red can already capture the neutral piece. Oh, I didn't
Hmm.
notice before.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. That's a really cool side effect of that move. Okay. Yeah, I think I prefer H5.
Yep.
And we have a move from Val, and it's what we kind of wanted to do. What we wanted to prevent with if for white. Like, I think playing triangles is cool in the opening, but like at a certain point, if you play in triangles, it really makes your whole position like fragile.
Mm-hmm. So white probably should just capture D2.
I think so. I think
And
capturing and then letting them. It's a trade of one stack, but it's not a good trade because Red's red got too much of a strong shape in the center, like upper right center.
so after red captures G4,
G2 is
I
under
think I would
attack
probably play D4
for white.
and make sure. because as white, I would like to make sure I have base, and the upper left might be that base. I mean, I know it's not particularly sharp move,
No.
but I think white really needs a base,
Let's see
and
what
then
let's see
start
what
expanding from there.
right. Let's see what the AI would do.
Sure,
The AI would play a one stack on D9. Let's not listen to this AI. It's on size 8 it's just pointless. I would play a probably L14 at this point and just like say, "You know what? If you really want to keep attacking my upper side, you're going to have to suffer some losses on the lower side."
Actually, wait. Is D9 really a bad move?
D9?
Yeah, D9 was the move from the eye, right?
All right, let's look at D9. D9 does not create an attack on its own.
No, but it is preparing E9.
Yeah, so let's say red does something like um hang on, let's see. Can we create a situation where so something along the E file? There's nothing good along the E file. We can play E8, for instance. But
All
then
right. So now,
then C8. I mean, it's a bit crazy.
yeah, but uh,
A lot of one stacks. I don't know how to feel about it.
yeah,
If red plays something like C9 or C8, then E9, and then red captures D9.
yeah. I mean, I think you could play D9, but it's a huge commitment.
Yeah, but yeah, and something like B9. It's not something I would really consider on my top list of
Yeah,
moves.
me neither.
Something more like L15 even if I want to play a one stack. I don't know. For some reason, I'm really drawn to this bottom side. I think L14, but I do think that like you said D4. If you could make a move that creates this base you speak of without um while still creating an attack. So for instance, D5. D5 threatens
Mm-hmm.
to capture G5. So this is kind of a sente move for white.
Mm-hmm.
So in that sense, I would maybe
Yeah,
do that.
that would be better. Also, actually, D5 seems like a really good move because you're it allows you to cut on L13.
And so say red plays something like F4 to as a shield, and then you can cut on.
Yeah. When red somehow defends red somehow defends G5, then white can play L13,
Right.
which is gonna it's it's likely going to be attacked somehow, something like M14,
Yeah.
but it's easy to defend.
It's kind of easy to defend. I mean, the thing is that it doesn't come with an attack on its own. But now, once you play, yeah, it is. So you say K13, right?
Yeah, and then you just play a true in K13.
All right, we got to move.
And actually, K13, look at that. Like make
Yeah, I know. It
we are
looks
taking
good.
a lot of control in the right side.
Yeah, it looks nice for white. All right, we got to move from Polina.
Oh, uh, what's the point here? So white is saying if red captures my one, no, wait, what's the point of H2? Red is gonna capture for sure the one.
You think so?
Well, no, actually, red does not need to capture it right away, right? There's no way white can defend. No, actually, yes. If red does not capture g4 immediately, then white can shield g4 by playing h4. So red needs to capture the one immediately. But then what does white do afterwards?
Hang on. So say red plays something pointless, and then white shields here. If white shields on h4, and red plays something like I3 or I5, then white still can't reinforce, and this piece is still lost forever.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter because now white can capture d2 and then it's threatening g5.
True. And then it looks really nice for white.
Oh, yeah.
Is this Polina's plan?
Yeah, but it doesn't work if red captures immediately.
Hmm. Do you think Val will capture
And
immediately?
yeah, sure. Like, what's the point of not capturing g4?
Capturing looks pretty good. The only
Because
reason
a.
the only reason to not capture is to prove a point about not capturing.
Yeah, because otherwise h2 is kind of small. What's h2 trying to do?
Yeah, it doesn't give
Apart.
any like extra. Maybe what it's trying to do is to protect G2 once red captures.
Or, well, there's another thing that h2 does. So after red captures g4, white could play h7.
H.
Red has to protect, and then red cannot capture the neutral piece anymore. Although I don't think it's worth it.
Yeah, but also any move that attacks on attacks H6 will be sensei for white. For instance, K9. So say say red let's say red captures. And now
Mm-hmm.
K9 is sensei. Okay, so we didn't have a capture.
So, oh, okay, okay. So, yeah, h4 immediately.
I mean, red gets to capture L6 at that point.
L6. True, but I mean,
But
did you
now,
have any?
but
Did you
now,
have any hopes for L6?
no, I guess not. But now, then, if that happens, then D2 captures, and it's not looking very good for G5. I mean, red's only one shield possible, which looks.
Yeah, yeah, that was the plan. So, oh, I mean, red is really safe now on the upper right, but looks like white could have a bigger slice of the pie.
And after that, it's a question of what to attack. You can either
Hmm.
attack G5 or E3.
Actually, I would attack. Oh, no, but probably it's better to attack e3 so that red cannot keep invading.
Like with the E, like F3 or maybe D.
No, actually, wait.
Huh.
No. Wait. The problem here is that uh, red red could still no. The one is safe for now. The one in g4. I'm just thinking like probably it's better to capture the two in g5 to attack the two in g5 because this way you know your one in g4 is safe, and
We
then you can start attacking e3.
we've got a couple moves. Okay, so
Okay, so red captures finally.
but white basically forced red to capture.
Yeah.
because it was the
So now white wants to play m7, right?
M7 looks pretty good.
I mean, otherwise, what was the point of l7?
I mean, I think white's
Oh,
not too unsafe on top, and white can still capture at D2, and none of white's pieces are like really directly in danger so far.
mhm, right. Actually, oh wait, l7 is also allowing to play a pretty strong h7, and now h7 is a chew, so it's not that bad. And after h7, when red has to defend h6, then you can also play i7, and then red has to reinforce, and now white is surrounding that group.
I mean,
Good. See, predicted.
I mean L7 I mean L6 is still in massive danger.
Yeah, sure, but I think white just wants to take the center.
Okay, but we need to be able to protect L7 if we want to capture M or L6 if we want to capture M6.
Mm, yeah, I just don't think it's priority for white right now.
Okay.
She just wants to take the center.
The center. Oh well, I guess if you capture the center, then all red has red has this huge snake of pieces. So if we look at red's position right now, what has happened is that there's a snake of pieces in the upper right, and it's kind of
Mm-hmm.
surrounded by red on most sides. But it would be nice for red to be able to basically cut off the remaining lines of sight that that snake has to the rest of the board. And if white can do that, maybe um, white can kind of pick off some of the red stuff on the outside and
Mm-hmm.
establish dominance there.
Okay. I
So,
mean, sooner or later, white really needs to capture that D2 because there are way too many intersections
mm-hmm,
with with the with
along
the
the
red
whole D
pieces
file, basically.
in G4 in C5 afterwards, and then the chew is in danger. The chew in D6 is in danger,
Yeah.
and after white captures D2, then red can play C6, and then the chew is dead for sure. So the question now is white gonna play I7 or not? Because
Like,
actually, I7 is also a good move to protect G6. Because now red could
no,
also play
I7 is.
F5
eh,
to catch.
No, I7 is a suicide move.
Oh, again, I'm forgetting the ones in the 13th row, right? Okay, so finally that red one was captured.
Yep, which looks nice. So if you look at the score, uh,
Mm-hmm.
they're really close, really close. This is cool.
Yeah.
I think that both players have a game. Polina's are more spread out, actually. Red is has this super strong monster in the upper right, and then a couple of kind of outpost pieces scattered throughout the rest of the board. Um, it's possible for Polina to use um, the shape, like for instance, there's a fact that there's lots of two stacks here, meaning that Polina has a lot of Sente moves against this monster, uh, like K.
D3 and D5.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Anything attacking I3 and anything attacking g5 and anything attacking h6. Um, I mean,
Oh, white can also play k9. K9 is pretty good.
it's red to move,
Yeah, sure.
but
I'm just
k9
thinking, what
k9
should
looks
red
good.
do?
Yeah,
What should red do considering all of these possible attacks from white?
let's say red just doesn't do anything. And
I
k9.
mean, red is probably gonna just capture L6.
Okay,
I mean, what's the point of keeping it alive? Because if red doesn't capture L6, then white is just gonna defend by playing K6, and that would be annoying for red because red is not getting any territory if L6 survives.
but k9's not a strictly bad sente. I mean, what I mean to say is that if white plays k9, instead of
Mm-hmm.
reinforcing, red will just play I7. And this puts an attack on L7, and this switches the status of Sente.
All right, yeah, K9 is not that good.
And
I mean, K9. Wait, K9 is good if red does not capture L6 though, because then white can play a3 in K6 after red plays I7.
yeah, probably red capturing is the best move then.
Yeah, because it is defend because she's defending by capturing L6 is going to defend M6 and it's gonna put pressure on L7.
And
And you're making sure you already have like red has already a solid base if if she captures L6.
and capturing L6 also makes reduces white's ability to put any shenanigans on I3.
Mm-hmm.
Like no more Sente moves coming out of I3. Can you see how much time they have left?
Yes.
I mean, I can't.
Yeah, I'm checking. Wait.
Okay.
Yeah, the Val has 19 minutes and Polina has 17.
Nice. So this was a 30-minute game with 1 minute delay. So a lot of time to think. Um, and both of these players take their time. I hope Nick rejoins us. I hope he figures out what's going on with his microphone.
Oh, someone wrote in the. Do you know the bishop? The
Yeah,
bishop wrote
yeah.
in the chat.
What did he write? This he said this game is cool and strategically deep.
Huh.
Which
Okay.
is true. It's totally true. I agree, Bishop. So instead of white putting Sente moves on red in the center, this monster is actually getting Sente moves off white because white needs to choose whether to reinforce or not.
Mm-hmm.
White chose to instead counterattack. Very interesting choice by Polina, because essentially this this red can capture g6, but then white
Ooh, damn! D3 is so good. It's a double attack.
it's a double attack. Although I don't know if it's worth it in the end, but now we have this option of white capturing on I3, and this, yep, now the monster looks less scary. In fact, because now I4
Yeah,
is
because
really under
it's
attack.
surrounded.
Yeah, and now I2 is in
And
danger.
also, red has lost its base.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Red doesn't
saying.
have a
Yeah,
base anymore.
yeah. I mean, red still like the monster is still scary, but it's not like
Yeah, but it's like, look, not only white just captured I3, but then I4 is under attack as well.
uh
And this K6 is no good because white can just play K5, and then this red is gonna die as well.
would you rather play K5 or would you rather play K7? I might prefer K7.
A7. Wait, A7? Why
Cuz
would I play A7?
dude, K7.
Oh, K7, right. Um,
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay, we're seeing neither of these,
Ace.
but another equally, I guess, valid attack. Although this attack um, can be protected by a reinforce, but still, then if that happens, then it's a sente.
Oh no, wait, no. I don't like J4. I don't like it because
What?
now red can play K5
A5?
and no, like if I was red, I wouldn't reinforce I4. I would just play K5
Wait.
so that I can capture L6 and then later
Oh
L7.
yeah, this looks not good because now so let's say white um captures, red captures. Now the monster
Mm-mm.
is basically back.
Yeah, the monster is back.
Who do we have?
Someone joined.
Hello?
Hello,
Oh,
hello, hello.
I think I hear the timbre of Nick's voice.
Hi, Nick.
I'm back.
Hey man,
What's
what do you think of the game so far?
up? It's interesting.
It's
I
definitely
don't like
interesting.
this focus on the upper right.
So you think
It's too
people should
concentrated.
you think people should just be oh. So instead of K5, we have J5.
Hmm.
I would just play K5 immediately. And Polina did. Amazing, Polina. Amazing.
Oh my. But wait, why?
Why what? I mean, now we have
I
both.
mean, why J5? What was the point of J5?
Um, maybe it's just a move that. Let's see. Hang on.
Because now, I mean, J5 is gonna fall because white can capture both I4 and K6, and when I4 and K6 are dead, J5 is dead as well.
Not necessarily, because the reinforcement will save I4.
Well, true.
And you can get this alive live shape, but it's gonna be totally surrounded by white. In fact, although, oh, hang on, undo. Wait a minute, just let me play one pointless move. And then if red plays something like K4 after all this is done,
Mm-hmm.
then red gets to capture back J4.
Oh yeah. So white needs to play something like J3. Because actually, white does not need to capture K6 immediately. White can capture it whenever he wants, or she wants.
I mean, I really like um, this K5 move. It just feels like it seals up the position nicely. But in this case, still K4 will then is a move that, like, no matter how red reacts, will basically
Mm-hmm.
it's Miai because it's oh my god. K4 for red basically brings back the monster.
Yeah. Mm.
All right. We have a direct attack on G9. So Nick, you should be happy about this move because It's looking to the left, and it's more on the lower side.
I am. I like it.
Ugh. Ugh. I think if I were Polina, I'd be very scared of this red link underneath my wall of 2 stacks on the upper right.
It's interesting how in this position, um, J3, K4, and L5 are the same move, basically.
No, they're
There's
not.
no
They're
difference.
they're not the same move. K4 is the only
No?
one.
K4?
You mean for white or for red?
No, for white, for
Oh,
white.
okay, for white, yes. You're right. So this is interesting. Is there a way to prune moves in the bot based on this? Well, I think that the totally natural move for red might be to
Ooh.
capture the 1 stack. Oh, and then it just changes all the influence so much.
So now red can play K4.
Yeah, but red doesn't even care at that point.
No,
Like
actually, you know what? Actually, I think J3 is better than K4. Because
for,
with J3, after you,
no, because you just capture
all right.
I4. You need that Mii.
Yeah.
So what I mean by Mii is when a move. Oh, but there's actually no, because now K5 is not.
Yeah,
I think
because
Polina.
red did not reinforce I4, right? You should
Oh,
have reinforced it.
I think what no, but Polina capturing on K6 actually makes K4 look bad. So I think yeah, Val is correct to not worry about this link. Yeah, I think Polina's capture on K6 was nice.
Yeah, and actually being able to capture G9 is pretty good for red. And white is absolutely absent from the left lower corner.
I
There's
really
no stack.
yeah, I wish that L14 would have been played earlier. Now L14
Mm.
doesn't look so good, but still L15. Let's look for invasive moves on the bottom. I mean, maybe K or E12. Nothing looks like it really does so much because of Red's monster is basically from afar peering upon his domain.
You know what? If I was white right now, I would play L10.
What about really? What about? Oh, okay. Yeah, L10 is a nice attack. I was also
Because
thinking
red
L11.
cannot really protect that too.
Really?
No, because what are you gonna do? Are you gonna play something like K K8 to protect it?
Yeah.
Then white can simply play K10, and then they choose that.
Mm-hmm.
And not only that, if you're able to expand white's territory there, you are attacking the lower side as well.
Yeah. It's so interesting. It looks difficult for Red to make like solid territory because it's like Red has so much massive influence over the lower side, but what's Red gonna do really? Red needs to start building walls.
Yeah, red doesn't have any walls.
Right, it's just so open. It just has all the influence because White's not even there. So we'll see. I mean, but I like your idea of L10. It's a bit scary for me. I don't usually like playing a 1 stack like that, but it comes with an attack, so I'll support it this time.
So what should red do? I mean, well,
What should White do? Okay,
assuming that white plays L10.
maybe Red can start building a wall. Also, is
Oh, wait a second. I did not see this. White has to worry about D6 now, because D6 can be captured.
Yeah.
And actually,
oh
white cannot do any. Well, no. white can shield that 2 by playing a 3 in e7. Yeah, white should play e7 or or even or even d7.
But do we care? I mean, what if we capture k9 and red gets d6? Is it worth it for
Mm,
white?
if red captures d6, it like the board looks more red than white, honestly.
Yeah, the difference in score is greater. Undo. Hang on. 82 to 55 versus if we just protect, like right now, we can play d7. Hang on. But now that opens up. Red gets the opportunity to play L10 for red, and this is not so nice. I mean, actually, white can defend it once. Okay,
Oh, a 1.
an invasion.
A 1 was played.
Yeah, but not just a one. This is a message in a bottle. We have this invader all the way on the side in the background. It's kind of like a D2-esque move.
So I don't know. If it was red, I would capture right away d d6.
I wonder what Polina
It's
called.
just too yummy.
Why did Polina say something was her typical mistake? K6. K6.
He got it lined up to a different line, probably. But
I think Polina says usually says that her typical mistakes is missing the far range attacks. That's her self-proclaimed mistake. I do like how E12 sees L12. And there's also a chance for, so say red captures D6, because that to me looks like a normal move. Now we have a chance for M12. A 2-stack on M12. Um,
Mm. So actually, I think that L10 is a hotspot. Red can also play L10
yeah,
and just capture D6 later.
I mean if D6, you think that red doesn't want to capture D6.
No, I mean, that's D6 is surrounded by red. It's it's inside red's mouth. So I think it's gonna be pretty hard to defend.
That's not true, man. E7 is a 3-stack for white.
mm,
No, 4-stack. What? Okay, Valerie is personally, I think that this is a better move than just playing L10, just capture. Because
Is it though? I mean, L10 is also reinforcing the not only is attacking that L9. L10 is also like protecting the whole left lower corner because red territory is pretty wide. It's pretty open.
if if D6 was inevitably captured by red, then I would say that L10 is better. But since D6 could be easily defended by whites, I think it's nice to snatch on that opportunity to capture now.
Hmm. But yeah, I'm just not sure D6 is that big. That
D6
big of
has
a
a
move.
follow-up of A3, which puts D3 under attack. Wait, no, it doesn't. Yes, it does. So say it like this.
which is why white can play a2
A2. When?
and take the. Now it's white's turn, right?
Yeah, so that
So
means that
now,
white still does not have time to play L10.
wait, red just captured d6, right?
Yeah, so what's a
So now
bigger
it's
move for
white's
white?
turn.
Should white play L10 or A2?
Right. A2 is pretty nice, not only because it defends a3, but also because it's a it's a free empty line of sight.
True.
The a2 axis is pretty good.
But then we have red playing L10.
True. Um,
And then N15.
yeah, but that wait. Actually, red should worry about a7 though, because a7 is protecting e12, and it's putting pressure. No, it's not putting pressure on anything, but
But it's a nice move.
it's saying, hey, the lower left is gonna be white.
Mm. So you prefer A2 over L10 at this point?
I don't know. Because
Ooh.
a3 is a pretty is
It looks pretty
is
good for
big.
red, yeah.
A3 is big.
But we have a move from Polina, which actually I kind of thought about this one.
Yeah.
It's a 2-stack cutting between 2 1-stacks and it comes with the threat of capture. I mean, I think that M6 was already pretty much gone at that point, but you never know, right? So from that perspective, it's safe. It's a safe cut. It also puts another friendly line of sight on H7, which is kind of comforting. But now red plays A3.
I think she'll
Wait.
get distracted.
You think that Valerie will respond locally?
Yes. Yeah.
Wait a
Somehow.
second though. White, I mean red now could also play N13. And white is obliged to capture M6,
Is white obliged?
and then red. Hmm?
Is it an obligation?
Well,
Yeah.
otherwise M12 is captured.
Yeah. What about M9 for white?
Well, anyways, whether you capture it or you play M9, then next is going to be H12, and now you're still attacking the true.
H12.
Oh yeah, or N12. Yeah, right.
H12 looks insanely influential. But H12, K12, or sorry, L12. Now we have to worry about the 2-stack or the 1-stack on M13, which is not that hard.
Yeah, but
to
then
do.
red can just play on the same row. Red can just play what's the name of this? L13, and then L13 is looking on A2 on the A2 axis. And now oh wait, yeah, sorry, I did not see the capture. Sorry.
Yeah. J12 is not played.
Yeah, but then right, you can play H12 and then no, N12 is just better. N12 is just better. Oh.
I like this move for red because I think it's kind of a compromising move. It's attacking white on the right directly. So white should probably still respond. Let's just assume white gets to capture this on. And then it starts to kind of gradually fill in these potential lines of sight coming from the right going left. So like for instance, L9, M12 are both facing two stacks. And like so most of white's stuff is blocked to the left. So white did not capture. White shielded. Actually, I think this is probably better than capturing. It's a hotspot, and now it's not. What's that, Nick?
He's attacking that one now too.
Exactly.
Try and take the bottom right.
Yeah. So I think it's very smart on Polina's side. Also, the link between L9 and shit, I'm sorry.
Ooh. So after red plays a3, red could play something like e6. Because then e6 is threatening to capture e12, but not only that, after e6, red is threatening to play f2, and then e2 could fall.
Ooh,
Well,
F2 looks really
I
nasty.
mean, actually, f2 is a double attack if red is able to play something on the e column. Because with f2, you're attacking both e2 and g2.
And actually, red wants to play on the e column anyway to kill off e12.
Yep.
So, for instance, I'm imagining something like playing on a hotspot here, e6. Now the only potential ways to save e12 are shields that are one stacks. All of a sudden, the red influence on the lower left is just insane. I mean, yeah, white's major alleyway to get into the lower left is through this E file. So even blocking with something like E9 looks extremely secure for red. H15 takes the neutral.
Repeat, E what?
No,
oh, E15. Right.
H15 allows you to take the neutral as white.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it matters. It looks nice though. Okay, that's what I was thinking. It's a really nasty move.
And now f2 is coming.
For red.
Yeah, for red, right.
Yeah.
So white should probably play f2 to defend.
Yeah.
Although there is also the threat of a3 now. It was already there before.
It's too good. Cannot be. This H15 is just like fun and games. And then F2 is deadly serious.
I mean, to f2, what are you gonna do as white? You're gonna capture I4.
The other one falls.
To defend. Yeah, the other one falls. And actually, you would probably need to lose G2 because if you lose the pieces on the left, red area is so huge.
If white captures f5, then red immediately defends it.
Mm-mm.
Despite being deprived of a base, Valerie's monster decided to just go the other way and make the whole rest of the board its base.
Yeah. Pretty nice. White needs to get stronger on the right side and then start attacking the lower part of the red base.
It's pretty nice
Because
L10. Let me just go back a couple moves though. So, where are we? I mean,
yeah, so L10 finally was played.
L10 was played, but despite the fact that white now has options for 2 stacks in the lower side, probably white or red will just capture on e12.
Yeah, that would be a smart move. Capture.
It's crazy
And
how
then yeah, after red captures e12, and then white captures k9, white can play a3 or even a2, and it looks pretty solid. It seems like there are not many ways to invade.
who
Like white doesn't seem to have many ways to invade red. If white no, if red is able to play a3.
But if red plays oh yeah, red plays a3, then
No, here instead of capturing m13, white is gonna capture likely k9.
it doesn't really matter. I'm just showing like the variation for a3 or b3.
Sure. I'm just saying because if white captures k9, then white can start attacking the one by playing k15.
K15?
K15, yeah.
Does it really?
No, I mean, but that's for later. Just ignore that's for later. No. I mean, obviously you would need to capture m13 first.
Yeah,
you need to capture both.
I feel you. I'm just thinking about if a3 is played, then white will need to shield, probably. And it's gonna
So red is gonna play c5, and then white. What can white do?
Maybe
white could capture the center.
The center, yeah, actually, but does it help that much?
But I mean, red look no. You. All right, yeah. You could also play that.
Oh man, look at this.
Actually, wait. Red doesn't need to play c5. Red can just play f6, so that white cannot capture the center.
All right, here we are. We have a move from red.
Oh, so red tries to defend.
But this doesn't really defend.
No.
But
I like that.
But if white tanukis, if white plays away, then it allows red to reinforce later.
White can even play something like J10 and then attack J5.
I mean, I feel like
Although no, it's not really worth it because then red red is going to play L8 and white loses a lot.
I don't know about this move from white.
Yeah,
I feel like
L8 is better.
I feel like there's. Wait, hang on. It does basically seal off this right side.
Yeah.
And it revitalizes any kind of attack. You know what's weird? Yeah, because this move really does make a defense of the K9, and then this move. Wait. Yeah, exactly. This move makes sure that these will fall. You said what's better?
What's white played? L
8.
L8. Yeah, exactly.
What's better?
L8 is better than J10, for sure.
Then J10. Oh yeah, yeah.
Although if I was white, I would really like to defend the one on the left.
Yeah.
I would really like to play E10 as soon as
Actually,
possible.
E10 could be played instead of L8. It makes it harder for red to. I mean,
Yeah, E10 is pretty big.
mm-hmm. This move is also pretty big. It really seals up white's wall. But
yeah, the problem was that yeah, I think K8 was a blunder because there was no need to try to defend K9. Red when white played L10, red should have played something like I don't know H10 for instance, or maybe better.
I would just capture the one stack immediately.
Maybe better I10. I don't know, something on the 10th row. Or capture, yeah, or capture.
Yeah, I approve of this capture.
Stamp of approval.
I just think like red has so much influence that red can just try to build a wall, and even though red has a lot of pieces that are under attack, if red just builds a wall, then
Yeah, she should get majority.
yeah,
If she can block any invasion on the left.
right. And I think that starting the way to start that whole process is just by rooting out the invaders. But I do think that it's possible we are being confused in our assessment of the score by the fact that red has a bunch of stones that are capturable. So for instance, if like we just capture and then oh. Well, let's just see. White plays this one on the left. I like it because now A3 is not possible. But B3 is still a thing. Okay. Can that be attacked? I mean, we see that.
Huh. Now A3 is not possible anymore.
But B3 is still a thing. Um.
White needs to play something on the B or C column to make A1 survive.
What about h14? Seems sufficiently annoying.
True. Although then red can play just play. Red can just play something like E11 or F12, and then A7 is under attack.
Okay, then
What do you want to what do you want to accomplish with H14 though?
then we get the neutral. my,
Right.
my greatest achievement in life. Get the neutral. Maybe it doesn't help. I guess once we have played A7, we need to make A7 worth more. Oh, but instead of H14, we have placed a different move, which is a 2-stack, and I kind of like it. D10.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's a lot of red dominated points along the link between D10 and L10.
Yeah,
So
but
still,
it's annoying enough.
it's annoying because okay, so Valerie cuts. Makes sense. Maybe now would be a good time to to capture this M13 because it sets up for um like I15. Or actually H14 now puts a threat on the move that was just placed.
White has a lot of center.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Let's instead of H14 we have played C9.
Yeah, I mean White wants to live in the in the left corner,
Yeah,
and also there is the big risk here that White gets the whole left side, left upper side, if Red doesn't cut soon.
but red's shape in like starting with D6 seems really solid.
Mm-hmm.
So red has a blunt edge.
Yeah, sure. But the thing is that White could get the A column and the B column, and maybe even the C column if Red doesn't do anything.
Yeah. Like if white plays A3, do you like C9 or B8 better?
C9 or B8.
For white. I mean, Polina just played C9. Maybe C9. Both of them have
I don't know.
problems.
I would have played B2 to be honest,
B2.
because again you are threatening to capture the neutral piece, and also you're defending A7 in case it gets attacked.
Hmm.
And B2 is pretty safe thanks to D3 protecting it.
D3 protects B2.
Yeah, like D3 allows you to play a 2 in front of the 1, like C3, B3.
We had Val respond by blocking this line of sight and peering into the right. And Polina played c3.
Oh, see? She played something similar
Yeah.
to b2.
What happens if red just plays b? No, red doesn't get to play b3 probably. Good. But actually, Polina left for dead d10? Because Polina just played d10 and now Val has 3 lines of sight on it.
Yeah. White needs to play e9, likely. Although it's not really gonna be useful because red can play d11 and then d10 dies anyways.
D9 is a suicide move. Oh, sorry, no. Sorry, that's...
No, d9 is a suicide move.
Only after
I'm
capture.
talking about the actual position.
Right.
But, I mean, yeah, d9 is useless. It's just... it's not really defending d10.
Yeah. Actually, Val's building a wall now.
Oh, so red does not want white to capture the neutral. Nice.
Does that mean maybe?
Oh, wait a minute. Red can play O11.
Yeah. True. A bit scary.
Well, although actually red would need to first play k7 before playing o11, because otherwise white is just gonna capture k8.
Even if it's just a sente move that forces the capture, then like getting o8 is already pretty annoying. I don't know if red can survive there, but
I don't know.
probably not. So if we play a c10 for white, and then red captures, and then we get c8. It's starting to look pretty red or pretty white on the left.
Oh yeah, c7 looks good.
Yeah, c10.
No, wait. You know what? I think something like b3 would look better, or a2, because then you're also threatening somewhere in the future to attack e6 once you capture m13, and then maybe you play l13.
This I think that this capture here does very little for white, because to me, I already assumed that white would get this anyway, and if you look at the difference in influence before and after, it really affects mostly one location.
No, yeah, but I'm talking about m13, not k8.
I'm just talking about the moves she played.
Okay.
But here, yeah, k8 looks...
Oh, right. Oh, I didn't see. She captured k8. Yeah, k8 is kind of small.
But but let's just look at k8 for a second, because k8 renews the potential threat on the neutral. So let's say
neutral piece, yeah.
Which, you know.
Yeah, but the thing is that if you capture M13, you can start attacking the lower side,
Yeah.
which is the weakest spot of the red group.
Yeah, we have two one
So
stacks. I mean,
yeah, I would really like to capture M13 to attack.
so if we capture N13 and red defense, or maybe we get red playing here on the N15. I mean, it's another one stack though. But a two stack falls
Oh,
to.
so red is attacking M12,
Yeah.
and now red will be able to reinforce K9.
All right, we have Mark Steer join the game.
Hello. I'm gonna link him there.
Hey guys. Um. Actually, uh, actually, white. I think that point needed to capture M13, but maybe white still can do that later.
Wait, why? No, no, wait. Why did you capture M6?
I know. I think M13 is a better capture.
Yeah. I mean, once you capture M13, you don't need to capture M6.
Oh, Val found.
Was she worried about J4?
Maybe. Val found F2, so basically
Good.
all of Val's problems are ended.
So red gets sent it back.
Maybe, or white can just say, you know what, this side, this upper. Eh,
Yeah.
can we see anything coming out of capturing the neutral? Oh, let's just say white responds, and then red makes do of this capture.
Have you read the chat?
No. Which chat?
The IGC chat.
No.
I post the link. He left. He leaves.
Right. Oh, and Kanoan's back in the game. All right. Hi, Nick. Is Nick still around?
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. Let's look at this move.
So white. Wait, what? So red needs to capture E2. And then what's white's plan later?
Maybe white is thinking that white can somehow squeeze all these and capture them.
I
Basically,
mean,
white.
white can't play E3 because if white plays E3, then red plays F3, and then it's a double attack on both G3 and E3.
Mm-hmm.
So E3 is
But
just
the
bad.
If red plays E3, white has a lot to worry about on G3 and D3. So it means that red or white does not have time to play D1. It means that this G3 was probably a mistake, unfortunately. Because, yeah. So maybe f1? Still, this piece is... e3 is still a double attack, even if f2 or f1. So, I mean, I was thinking in this position, the move for white is to capture, and then red will capture, and then, oh, and then somehow g3 becomes nice again, although probably that's easily defended, and then white play f2, and probably white gets to keep f2 at that point. But it only works if white captures first.
If white captures j5, then white can also start attacking j12. That would be nice.
I4, right?
Yeah, if white is able to capture... No, sorry. If white is able to capture j5.
Yeah, but
white... Obviously, after capturing I4, yeah.
Yeah. So white needs to capture I4 right now. Otherwise, red will just kill off g3. The sad thing is that in all these scenarios, a move on the third line from red will demolish white's. But, you know, white only loses a little bit. But I think... Oh, what? The neutral. Okay. I'm just playing out of fantasy here. Yeah, D1 is what I thought at first. But I don't think it works. After looking at things further. Because we still have E3 for red.
Oh, white on the... No, I mean, that's the... the left upper corner really looks weak. White's left upper corner.
Well, white still can play D4.
Yeah, white should play E4 as a... I mean, to buy time.
D4.
Definitely. D4, oh well. If I would have played it before D1.
Yeah.
Because now red is gonna surely play, yeah, E3, obviously. And this is apple picking. So red needs to play C2 if she wants to survive in the left upper corner.
D4 is still possible.
All right. Yeah, but I mean, D4, red can just play D4, and then it's not gonna survive.
Play E4?
I mean, if
E5.
white had played D4, if white had played D4 to defend, then red could have played B4.
B4. Play b4. Oh, well, b4 looks nasty, but... What was that, Nick?
There's a lot going on in the game.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I wonder if this capturing the neutral will give white any additional possibilities.
Well, it starts putting pressure on EA.
e8? d8?
I mean, you just block that pretty easy, but
Yeah. But red has the ability to capture d10 at any time. Which removes... So if red like plays something, if red passes, and then white plays an attack on d8, then red just saves it with a capture.
right.
Double attack. Val has impeccable timing with this move. Impeccable timing. So what is
So white is obliged to capture now.
I think so.
M13.
Finally. But then red gets the 3-stack back. This time with no option of defending d4.
I was not expecting whites to be able to survive in the middle.
No, but
Close
at least
to that monster.
yes, but at least it would be used to make at least one bigger stack somewhere, like d4.
Mm.
Like it would have been the perfect time.
So white should take advantage now. Like, did red need to capture h8? Because now white has center.
Wait, what? It's white to move, right?
Yeah.
But white should capture m13, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Sorry. No. Sorry. I was watching the red. I was watching the analysis board. I thought that red captured h8. So after white captures m13, what I was saying is that red doesn't really need to capture the centron 3. You could
right.
do that later.
Yeah.
Right.
Maybe something like this. I don't know. d4 looks pretty nice for white, though. It saves the upper left.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
This is a dream of mine. What do we got, Polina? What do we got? Alright. Different capture than we wanted. It doesn't really make a new attack. Unless White could play a move that attacked G9, but I don't think there's any move that can be played easily by White to attack G9. So Red has deprived White of the ability to capture M13 now, so that option is gone.
Oh. Yeah. Wow. That just costs White a lot in the bottom.
Yep. And it's just this refusal to capture. Because also...
And it allows Red to undercut what White does have if she captures on M12.
Yeah, and might I add that M12 is indefensible.
Right.
Bad.
Here we have a move. Alright, we have a move, kind of a sente move by White, because Red needs to watch out for this capture on D8. So Red has a choice of which ways to defend, either H8 or D10. Probably I do D10. Because then it makes most of the left white stones look weaker. Whereas if we just do H8 like a normal person, then White can play a 3-stack. Yeah. Now it's really hard for White to kind of make a normal defense of the left. What's that, Nick?
Oh, no, I was just yipping to Val's capture.
Yeah.
I like it.
Me too. No, Val really got a wall. Val built a wall.
Yeah, I think it's just over. When White was able to capture L12, game over.
Yeah. I mean,
Oh.
We have a kind of
It doesn't do anything though.
Yeah.
She just closes up, kills it off.
Yeah, Red can now play D9, and then that's it.
D9.
Oh, wait, what?
This does the same thing.
Yeah.
If I was Val, I would just capture this M12. It's the simple answer anyway. It also gives Val very good shape. Okay. Instead of capturing, Val wants more. Let's just see what happens if we have a very gentle remainder of the game with no nothing, basically. So even if white gets everything white wants, it's still gonna be it's still gonna be 95-73. Or something like.
Red has to capture and draw.
Now I have to undo all these moves.
Well, if that's the final result, it would be interesting. First time I see such a long shape completely surrounded by the opponent.
What do you mean?
Oh, if the one you draw was the final position, I think I've never seen one group which is long, like the red group, and it's completely surrounded by white.
Right. And the same for white. That would be the longest. Like, if you straighten that white group out, it would also be super long.
Yeah, it's pretty long. Yeah.
But I don't think it's going to be like that. I think red's going to take advantage of the left at some point.
Yeah, red is gonna make some damage. I mean, red can just play something like b6, b5, or b4, and then start attacking both groups at the same time.
Okay, that was a sente move from white, responded with red by capturing to neutralize the attack. Which I think the attack. Well, it doesn't matter. Actually, can white play something like N15? It doesn't really do it though. So what did red do just now?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, then red did that, and then white did this. Red did that. Okay. So just defending against the capture on F2. And I guess white can, in theory, play this, and then red might feel obliged to reinforce. Probably doesn't need to reinforce, but might be nice.
White should play, well, yeah. After red reinforces, white should play probably b1.
Yeah, red should not have reinforced. Red should just capture D3.
Yeah, also. Because then B2 falls.
Yeah, I mean, still, actually, if red captures a few more stacks and white just backs up a row from the apple picking, it's not so bad. I mean, white's still gonna lose, but white has a nice solid wall on the left, and actually doesn't even need to play C1. White can play C5. The only thing is, like, this move is just nasty. B5. I think maybe instead of instead of um oh, Val reinforced something. Oh no, Val for reinforced. Those were sorry, that was previous. I wonder actually if it's necessary for. There's just no good way for white to seal up the left. I mean, if red continuously pushes on it. White needs like 2 moves in a row. Guys, are you guys excited for the tournament?
Super excited.
Sorry?
Are you excited for
Oh,
the
yeah.
tournament? Yeah, I'm super excited. There's 8. Oh, Polina gave up, but I do think that it's a reasonable choice at this point.
GG, girls.
Yeah,
Very
GG.
nice.
It was a good game. It was a good game. Val had a just amazing monster that just kept growing and growing. And Polina had a valiant effort at surrounding it, attacking it, and she tried lots of things, but the monster just got bigger. All right. Yeah, 18 people signed up for the tournament. I think that's probably going to be our maximum. And I mean, I don't know, there's maybe even the possibility that some people will drop. I really really hope not, because that would f up our whole like Swiss system, but with an even number of players, we can really make pairings now. So I might just close the entries early and just give off the pairings now.
Right. So now, Nick, the question is, who's gonna win? Alek or Anton?
No,
Oh,
but
me.
Anton already played against Anton already played against you, Pigna.
Yeah, I know. But I'm talking about the tournament.
Oh, are you gonna say who's gonna win the tournament?
Yeah.
Definitely Nick. Definitely Nick's gonna win the tournament.
No way.
Agree.
I call Alek.
I've been losing against everybody. I mean, like, round of applause for everybody who is playing. Woo!
Yay! I mean, I think that when it comes to a tournament, things change a little bit, or at least they do change when in physical tournaments.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people that maybe they are stronger than you, but then they're not used to the stress of a live tournament,
Yeah.
and then they freak out.
Right.
But since this is not a physical tournament, but a virtual one. Maybe people won't get stressed as much.
I don't know. When I was playing my
Still
tournament game,
stressful.
yeah, it's still stressful. When I was playing my game against Chris the Manatee in the first tournament, I felt so much stress. And I did win the game, but it was like everything felt so intense. Like every moment was like I felt like it was a game I couldn't lose. Like
Yeah.
I if that like psychologically couldn't lose, you know.
Mhm. Mm. Anyways, guys,
All right.
I think I'm gonna go.
It's good. It was a good
Very
stream. A
nice,
lot of
very nice
analysis.
game.
Super fun. And looking forward to the
Indeed.
tournament. I'll release the pairings probably tonight.
You can.
Awesome.
How are you gonna do the pairings?
It's gonna be Swiss system, and the first round will be organized by organizing all the players in a line according to their IGGC rating, and provisionals will go last, and then and it will be randomly picked, like randomly put last, and then I will cut the players in half. The top nine will face off against the lower nine. So like the first player one versus player uh,
Yeah.
10 or
Now,
something.
what I was asking was that are you going to do this with Excel or are you going to do this with some software online?
Uh, I'll do it with Excel, probably.
Okay, okay. I was just thinking about doing it maybe with the software online because this way everybody can see the tournament, like
Okay.
what's going on
Okay.
in the tournament by clicking by clicking a link.
Making it viewable to everyone, but for like making me like an editor, and then making everybody else like a guest or something in the.
Mhm.
Okay, I'll look into that.
Okay, okay, okay. Okay, guys.
All right.
Have a good evening.
Yep. See you.
Bye
Thanks.
bye.
Thanks, Pina. Thanks, Nick.
You too. Bye.
Peace.